think it's 750 though. Tell me 750. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I could have sworn like the way he said that he was trying to make it sound like he knew when people said Dan was getting 1,500, but I was like, he ain't told me that, but if they told you, no, no, I wasn't saying that. Well, how you gonna speculate that this man made $1,500 off this trip and he cheating you $600? He's got doggone people talking about. I mean, from what they said, Ham said that he didn't ask them for nothing. They offered the water bottles to him. He said, I had water underneath the bus. I'm like, you know how folks are though, Ham, like, especially them kind, they could be even worse. But you act like you don't know, that these people, hold on one second. This thing, Youngbloods. Hey, what's going on? Okay, okay. What happened now? Yeah, yeah. Right. I ain't telling him nothing just yet, except for waiting to hear back. He was trying to say what he was telling me what the people was lying. He was like, I said, Ham, I sent him the screenshots you sent me. I said, Ham, this coming from the people. Like nobody, we wouldn't know none of this unless they said it. So he was like, no, I didn't. I had my own water. I didn't ask them for no water bottles. They told me, Oh man. Yeah, my brother on the phone, but yeah, he said no. I had my own water under the bus. I didn't ask him, and he was like, and we only stopped for like 5 minutes the one time, and then maybe 15 minutes that other time, because the first time it cranked right back up. Um, but I'm like, Ham, like, He did say 7 miles away from being there, something like that. But yeah, and he's supposed to be a deacon or a minister, bro. Like that's. Nobody else has anything to do with that part. Like, how you trying to make up stuff to cover what you doing wrong? Like, well, who cares though? It's off the bus anyway. So, so what was that trip he just did for us? Oh, and now, so the trip was late because I had him do two trips that day. The first trip, which if he would have communicated a little bit better, then maybe I would have been able to handle things. But we handled it though, but I could have handled it a little bit better. So he uh, he called me and told me now the group supposed to be getting dropped off at 4:30. He called me at 4 o'clock saying we gonna be late. I'm like, man, you telling me like now? And he had the next trip, I think, which everybody did that night, was like 6 o'clock p.m. He had to go to Ruskin. So I'm like, dang. So I'm trying to figure that out, see how we can. So we, of course, we talked to the group and told them, hey, we got one bus that's gonna be a little bit late. How y'all want to handle it? Everybody else can go ahead and leave, or we can wait for that one. And they was like, no, we'll wait. We don't want everybody to get there at the same time, no problem. So they drove, they fine. They was out there having fun on the buses or whatever. So they was okay with all of that. Being late, they was like, well. So it became a problem because you know how people do. They know they late or they lying or something ain't right, then they don't want to answer the phone. So I'm calling him, my brother calling him 10 times. The people like, where he at? I'm like, man, let me call this man again. So call him again. Then my brother talking to him. So my brother was like, man, I'm waiting for you, but I got to go and handle some other stuff. So just call this driver or that. He gave me the one lady phone number. Call her. So the people asked again, where's he at? Call him again. He not answering the phone. Now they getting pissed off because it's like, okay, this man now he giving us the runaround. We told him the time, so the time was fine, but now when they call, he don't answer. So they was like, you know what? Let's just load the other buses up. We don't want him no more. Just go. So now you lose the whole trip. So when he finally called back, I said, hell, like, bro, you can't do business like this, man. You know better than this. You've been around long enough. Like, it's crazy that, and now if it's your trip and my bus gonna be a few minutes late, you'll call me 100 times. Where you at? What's going on? 30 seconds later, where you at? Ham, I just got off the phone with you. You ain't give me 30 seconds to get down the street. But now it's not your trip. Now, my phone acting up. I said, man, you've been saying that for 20 years. So I said, no, that ain't no way you telling me you had the same phone you got now 20 years ago. Because that was the same issue 20 years ago. Oh man, my phone be tripping. I ain't hear it ring. I'm like, bro, that's your MO. You do that every time. Like, so now the people mad. Well, you can't tell me this is my fault because the other group, I don't believe you telling me. I say, Ham, what you not understanding is you don't handle business correctly. It's your fault now, right? All you had to do was answer the phone. They would have been okay. Because we already set it up. We told them you're going to be an hour late. So if you got there at 7 o'clock, they would have been fine. Well, you told them 6:45, I think. But they would have been fine. But when you don't answer the phone, now they're like, oh, he playing. He ain't even coming. I know he not coming. So now they getting worried. Like, all I had to do was answer the phone. We had the other part taken care of. So you being late was already covered. You not answering the phone, can't nobody cover for that. Now we just lost the goddamn on bus trip. Well, you just lost one because the other bus is gone. But the whole time he trying to say, it wasn't my fault. Right, it wasn't my fault. I'm like, bro, it's your fault you didn't answer the phone. It's your fault you pissed this customer off. Now they don't want to ride your bus. Yeah, he been doing that lately, and I just sat him down and talked to him. I said, "Hey, listen, um, I don't have anything to do with it. If your wife a part of the business or not, I've been doing business with you. So however y'all do business or handle business, you gonna have to talk to your wife or handle your wife. Don't bring your wife up to me because I've never done business with her. Yeah, talking about she be aggravating me. Don't have her call and aggravate me then, because I don't got nothing to do with that. Right. Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah. Right. Right. I don't know, bro. He just be making up stuff. And I told my brother, I hate to be saying this about people. I said, man, I think something really wrong with him, like, cause he talk, he say certain stuff, but he been around. He been driving buses at least since 2006, somewhere around there, or maybe a little bit later. But he been driving for a long time. He done had three. This is, I think, his third or going on his fourth bus that he done bought. And he's still acting like this. Like he still don't know how to. That's what I said. I think something wrong. At this point, I can't. I've been trying to, you know what I'm saying, not say that all this time. Like I'm just thinking he just, but yeah, gotta be something ain't right, bro. Cause ain't no way you been doing this long and you still acting like this. I'm telling you, if I met him in 2006, I promise you, for since 2006, if you call this man, he'd be acting like, my phone be, I ain't get the call. Like, hell, you do that every time, dude. Like, it ain't like sometimes we can reach you, or sometimes just like today we called him, he ain't answer the phone. Then he called us back. I was like, bro, you be playing. Like, don't nobody got time for this. This your money you playing with, not mine. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I told him they said something about him talking about he been up since 5 o'clock this morning, they need to hurry up. I ain't say that, they lying on me. I'm like, I said, man, I ain't even ask him all that. He didn't even get that far. But yeah, cause I was just like, damn, this ain't my trip. I'm just telling you what's being relayed to me about the trip. So it ain't really no negotiation at this point because the people saying they actually wanted all their money back. You know what I'm saying? He talking about, but if I was so, he said if I was doing so wrong, then why they gave me a $60 tip? You don't have to talk to the people about that. Maybe they were just being nice, but maybe they figured we gonna give you the little $60 and get all our money back. Right? Yeah, we kept talking about. Yeah. Right, but that's what he kept saying. If I did so wrong, then why they gave me a six? Ham, I don't know. Like I mean, I said Ham. I showed you the screenshot. There is no way Dane could have made that stuff up. There's no way. So he texted to himself. Like, ain't no way that's possible. That had to come from the group, bro. Like, yeah, yeah. And he come from the church. Look, he come from the church and he act like that. That to me too. Let me know if it's a church the next time. I'm like, man, they don't got the. I mean, anybody could be like this, but when you do business the way you do business, like, and I swear I just told him this too. My brother be on the phone because I be telling him about people and telling him about what's going on. So I be having him on the phone so he can hear. So when he dealing with people, he know how to handle the stuff. And I be telling him right. So I be telling him on the phone with my brother. I say, Ham, nobody in this business wants to do business with you. I'm the only one that's been patient enough to deal with you the way I deal with you. I say, and now the ones now the ones that's doing business with you is because they come to me like you do. What's up with Ham? Another dude, Richard. I say, I got Ham over here. He was like, man, I don't like doing business with him. But if you doing business with him, or if you say, then I guess I'll work with him. So he called that guy, got off the phone with me or whatever, and called Ham, and they hashed out whatever happened in the past. I say, that's because of me, right? He's like, yeah, he told me. I'm like, okay. So don't nobody want to do business with you, but you still doing the same stuff, like you don't get it. I said, the only reason I'm being patient with you is because you look like one of us. That's it. That's the only reason I'm patient with you. Other than that, you can't get no business from me either. Man, yeah, this that right there, what he doing. Yeah. And he be trying to talk about, well, I like to get at least 600 for the trip. I said, Ham, did your bus move this week? Nah. I say, so 500 better than zero, ain't it? Yeah, you got the point. Yeah, that makes sense. Nah. So I think his wife really be the one running the business, or the one that I try not to even insert myself into what's going on the back end over there. And I told him that I don't even want to know, bro. Like, what you need to do is when you make one. Yeah. Yep. But he also say she be having to give me the fuel money for the bus. And I be like, bro, I don't know what you and your wife doing over there. How you get these buses or that's on y'all. But I don't do business with your wife. Don't tell me about your wife. Only thing I can tell you is that if you do a trip and you make $500 or $600 per trip or however many trips, I know how much money I just gave you for the trips you did with me. You need to put some of that money to the side or however y'all doing and put that money into the bus. It's almost like you taking all the money and paying something on it or spending the money, and then the very next trip you need $100 for fuel. Or like you should have put fuel in the bus before you when you got that money. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I don't send him too far with nobody else because I already know, like, it's in due time he gonna say something wrong, but he gonna, like, so I try to only give him like certain things or whatever, and almost try to give him trips that, I got other buses on. So every now and then, right, right. Every now and then, it'd be, but even when he's solo, like just the way he operates, it's like, man, what's going on over there? What you doing? Why are the people looking for you? Or what, like, hold on 1 second, this is my brother. Hey, let me hit you right back. This is my brother. I thought he was still on the phone. All right. Yes, sir. Oh, I thought you was on the phone still. I got to call Dave back. Yeah. I told him to pay the 650 and then deal with Dane on the other part to see exactly. But matter of fact, I need to call the bank because I asked them what time to pay them. They did something. I was just on the phone with Dane. I said I thought you were still on there. I'm gonna call him back and see what he said because he didn't say nothing about that. About the split down 200. Unless I don't think he just trying to call me, but here's the part, he ain't called me. See what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm cut their ass off again, but we just go operate like 3 buses and then, 4 buses. We got our own shit together. Another bus, I run 4 buses with the 5th bus as a spare. But I'm finna cut all their ass off, man. I don't got time for this, bro. This shit ridiculous, man. God. Oh. Goddamn well he didn't call you thinking it's me. No, he didn't. That's that game, bro. Like the whole time Dane was like, man, this man be lying. And I'm like, yeah, but he's supposed to be a pastor or a deacon or whatever he is. They ain't talking about, man, this man be telling you about his wife. Like, he be trying to, but I told him I don't want to hear that mess. Like, keep your wife out of this. Whatever y'all business y'all got on that side, that's what y'all do. Don't tell me about what your wife said. Because I don't got nothing to do with that. What? What you mean? Right. No, nobody want to hear that. What you need to sort your money out. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I be there gave you this 2 or 3 trips in, 4, 5 trips in. Damn near $10,000 and you still talking about you need money. Bro, I don't care what your bill situation is. If you can't manage your money, that's your fault. That's your fault. What you doing with it? I can't imagine. But like I said, I paid him the 1,650. I owed him the 650 from there, and then I was holding the other money to let him and Dave figure out what was going on. So when I called Dave back and Dave said, "Yeah, I'm gonna just do 100," then that's fine. I give him all his money, but for the time being, I just paid you 650. And how you doing? Who you doing? Well, unless you doing a Miami trip for somebody else. But how you doing a Miami trip and you ain't get none of the money? Knowing you got these issues with your bus and all that, you ain't get none of the money. At least half up front or something. Yeah. Yeah, but now you calling me and telling me about a trip somebody else done gave you, and now I need to help you with that. Like, that's crazy. That's a trip you're supposed to get money for. Yeah, that's why I said I told him that earlier, but you're not finna press me or try to make it seem like I need that right now, bro. I already talked to Dane. Dane just called me. I'm on the phone with Dane right now. I'm talking about why is this man calling me? And he said he didn't discuss no money with Ham. As a matter of fact, Dane said that. He said I didn't discuss no money with him. He said because I done the business with Youngblood. Let me call Youngblood to see what's going on. Now he calling you or calling whoever he playing like he calling, talking about they discussed it and Dane told him they'll split it. Alright, so we got the two buses covered for Lakeland too. So we said Vivian with them two and Marcus with the two in Tampa. We got it all covered now. Now we don't need Bob ass. Don't even talk like that. Just let him do what he doing. We'll be straight. Yeah. Maze, it's called Maze. So Maze, two buses, and Vivian in Lakeland. And then our three guys, Taylor, Ron, and Mule, plus Marcus 2 and Lee. Yeah, it takes all my these races completely. Marcus 2 buses, Lee is 3, and I 3. He can't find no driver. Texas chicken. I guess whoever somebody in Texas must have bought them. No trip Saturday morning, bro. Nope, shit canceled, remember? Yeah, we need them. Oh, I meant to tell what's the name to clean them. I'm clean. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna call Dana and ask him about this ham mess. What time is it? 2:30. Let's see. The buses. As a matter of fact, let me. I need to text her too. Yeah. I need to call the bank so they can stop playing with my Zelle so I can see that. This money is not is that what they just let us do? Did you tell Ham y'all was gonna split that $200? Oh my God. For yeah, he called my brother. I knew it was a lie because he called my brother talking about he was trying to get in touch with me. I said, bro, he ain't called me. He know to call me about the money. Like he said, yeah, yeah. I'm the one talked to him earlier today, and I just told another guy that got Bob. Now if I had my brother call one of y'all or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's because I'm out of reach, whatever going on, especially when it's about the money. He don't handle the money, so um, right. And I ain't even saying that to be funny. I'm just saying like he don't know that side of the business yet. Yeah. So right. So he comes straight to me. So what happened was I sent the money out to Bob, and Bob went to my brother instead of he ain't text me, he ain't said nothing. So instead of him calling me, he hit my brother like, oh, the money ain't right. So when my brother explained it to me, it came out wrong. So I'm like, no, bro, like it was this and that's all it was supposed to be. So he went and told Bob, but Bob was like, nah, man, y'all owe me some more money. Turns out we really did owe him some more money, but my brother just said it the wrong way. So when he said it to me, it came out like that. I'm like, nah, he lying. Ain't no way. He only did this. But he actually had two buses that did the same thing. So it was supposed to be two pay. I only paid him for one bus. So I called him back. I said, my bad. I said, but my brother don't know how to book buses and all that part of the business. He only on this side. So if it's money, talk to me. Like, you can relay the message to him, but he might not even relay the message 100% correct. So it's not going to even come to me the way it need to come. Because he don't know that. I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just being dead up serious. You know, like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to get that one. All right, yeah. I just wanted, cause he told my brother y'all said something about splitting it, but I got you. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. So I'll send you 200 back, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Now all of a sudden, you know, if you decide to let them eat on your bus, you're supposed to let them know up front. Hey, listen, I got a $150 cleaning fee. If I got to clean up behind y'all, then I'm gonna charge you extra. But not after the fact, because they talking about you now. Right. I got you. All right, yeah, I'll send you the 200, and then I'll send him his money. All right. So, oh, don't forget if you still need that on next week. real quick. They ain't said he didn't tell Ham nothing like that. Man, just straight up lied, bro. I'm calling back. I'm calling back. We need him to finish up this last little heavy ass weekend. Don't call him back. Exactly. How you thought you was gonna call back and lie on that man and then get us to do something that man didn't agree to? Pastor, deacon, whatever you claim to be. How you do that? How you do that? In church every Sunday, bro. In church every Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. I just got off the phone back with Dane. He said, no, I ain't telling him nothing like that. He said, I told him I ain't discussing no money with him because I did the trip. I gave you the trip. I like, that's crazy, man. Right. Yep. That should tell you right there he was lying from the get-go because he playing that little, I'm going to call Corey to tell Corey so Corey could call Anthony to get it straight. Why would I let my brother, not that you can't, but I'm saying, my brother ain't Dane. I got this money from Dane, so why I let my brother tell me Dane said something that Dane didn't say to me? Like, that's just crazy. The fact that you thought of that shit is like, I'm telling you, that shit be mental, bro. Something wrong with these people, man. I'm sorry. Like, hey, there's something wrong with them, bro. Like, they ain't functioning all the way, 100%. Obviously, he can't process it like that, bro. He in his mind, he think if I call Corey and tell Corey and pretend that I'm talking to Anthony, that Corey gonna call Anthony and say, well, Had just told me everything was straight. And Dane, obviously that's gotta be how he processed that, bro. And he thought it was gonna work. Like, I'm gonna do that, they're gonna send me my money before Dane know about it. I already have my money. Or before Anthony know. Yeah, exactly. But he had to think that was gonna work though. I would understand if that was like a situation between me and you, and your brother told me to go ahead and, but you gonna bring a whole. Ain't that a fourth party? One, two, three. That's a fourth party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, they did talk now, but they ain't talking about no money. Uh-uh. God dang, deacon, reverend, whatever. God, oh, what? Yeah, that dog gonna walk on cave in. Yeah, let's finish this weekend out and talk to his ass next week. Yeah, yep. Crazy, ain't it? All right, let me call this back before it get too late. And I'm gonna send him the first part of the money anyway. Might make his ass wait for the other part just because. All right. On the 27th floor, way up. This is Toronto. On the 27th floor this time. This one ain't as scary as in California. Felt like that building was moving. So I relaxed for a little bit. Not walking around in the city. Someone said, "Hey, how are you doing?" Someone, whoever that is. Can I reply to someone? I don't know. Hey, someone. I'll be back later. I guess we're gonna work out a little bit. I need to go check the gym out. See you later.